up for suspense, here is the new bike. I got delivery of this silver Spectre Interceptor 650 last week. I had booked on the first week of March. I had initially booked for Ravishing Red, but then later changed my mind to Silver Spectre, and then they said the stock is readily available. So it was a surprise for me. I could get the bike shortly, less than within 3 months time, and it's in the running in period, so you have to be careful about what speeds and RPM are you riding in. So it's been a very long time since my last video. It's almost an year. The last video was when I took the Mojo out for a monsoon ride. And then there was flooding all over Kerala in August. And also I took interest in cycling for a long time, which I continue, which you might know if you have been following me on Instagram. So by this time there are a lot of reviews on Interceptor 650, and we all are aware about its cons and pros, especially those who are interested in booking this bike. But nevertheless, if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer them for you. But for those of you who are interested in Interceptor, there are two main ownership review threads at XBHP and Team BHP, which you can refer to almost all the questions. And there is also an international Facebook group. I will leave the link to all of them in the description below. And maybe after first service, after conserving some more kilometers, I would share my reviews. Well, I wanted to upgrade for a long time, but I was always looking for that right bike, and I'm not saying that this is the right one, because I fell for its engine, the smoothness, and despite a lot of negatives regarding the economics, I would say I rather went with the heart than the brain with this one, and I'm really enjoying it right now. Yeah, I still have the Electra. I will be having it with me, because this, I feel, is not an everyday bike. You can use it, but then it would be much easier if you have a second bike. This bike is really heavy. Although on paper it weighs only 15-20 kilo more than a Bullet, you can really feel the weight while pushing the bike and while taking it off the stand. And things like pillion comfort can be discussed further, due to the raised exhaust, and the exhaust get really hot, at least during this initial period. It's said to be, it's believed to become, the heat will come down after maybe first service. The heat will considerably come down as per other ownership reports. So despite having concerns about the rider foot pegs, the pillion foot pegs, the pillion comfort, the mileage, and not having alloy wheels, I never thought I would buy another bike with tube tires, but here I am. That's what I said, it's all about the twin 650 engine, and also the pricing. Irresistible pricing. But all these slight niggles and negatives which were shared before, they don't seem to bother me as much now. Let's have a walk around.